Hi, now we are going to see how we can be able to generate hollow square pattern. So this is what we are going to see. So for this particular case, so simple, it's a very simple concept generally. So take for example, if we have a square, so what we will be taking is the first value. So we can take like just have a quick look at it. We know that we have I and J here, right? So what we will be doing is we have I in common here. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is how I's are common. So let's take when I is equal to 0. Okay. Try to grasp it. And one more thing, we know that here, right, in the vertical area, so within this vertical area, what is common? So here J is common, right? So J's are zeros. So what can we be able to take is J is 0. So this is one of the condition that we will be taking. I think how we will be implement this. And one more last condition. So take for example, over in the last line, right? So what we will be doing here, J, right? So J, I'll just double round it so that we can be able to understand. So over here, J is equal to length minus 1, right? So take for example, here J is equal to length minus 1. So this should be taken into consideration here, right? So I, right? So this is I. So this all these things are also what we will be taking. I is equal to length minus 1. So okay, so we have grasped all the conditions how we can be able to make a hollow square. So we have found that simply we are going to use a solid square within which we know that, right? So we will be having a solid square. So within which we will be filling all the stars, right? We will be filling stars. So what we will be doing is we will be checking the condition. If it falls on all these four conditions in the sense, we are going to make it as star. So if it falls in all these four conditions, we will make it as star. If not, if it is not falling inside the same condition, we will make it as a space. So this is what is the concept that we were going to implement for this star pattern. Okay. So let's try to implement this. For this, what we are going to do is for loop, right? So for uh, as usual, as far as a hollow square is considered, so we will be using like I is equal to 0, I is less than length, and I plus plus, right? So we will be taking the same. And here, what we will be taking is for J is equal to 0. Okay, so J is less than length. So as it's a square, we are going to take it for the length itself. So J plus plus we will be taking. Oh, so within which I'm going to check if all these four conditions should be taken into consideration. So the all conditions, so these conditions that we have taken as of now should be taken into consideration. So what can we be able to do? We are going to fill this. Okay. So if I is equal to 1 or okay, I is equal to length minus 1 or J is equal to 1 or J is equal to length minus 1. So if all these conditions or any of these conditions are true, what should be printed? So only star should be printed. Okay, so this is what is the condition. Else, so if not, what I'm going to print is I'm just would like to have only a space, right? So this is what I'm going to create, and I will close this. So close this for loop, all right? So this for loop has to be closed, and we know that whenever the I condition has been completed, so what we will be doing is system.out.print ln, right? So we will be doing the same and close the cell. So this is what is the algorithm that we will be using over here. Okay, let's implement the code of hollow rectangle pattern over here. It's pretty simple. So let's do like what we are going to do. We are going to initialize it I comma j simply, and let's initialize like n is equal to 5 directly. Here for I is equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. Okay. So likewise, I'm also going to use j is equal to 0 because it's a hollow square only now. So we don't have any other modifications that has to be made over here. So that's absolutely not needed. Okay. So we have seen that four conditions, right? What is it? I is equal to 1. In that case, star has to be printed. Or if I is equal to length, right? So n minus 1. So in that case also star has to be printed. If j is equal to 1, in that case also star has to be printed. And if j is equal to length n minus 1, in that case also star might has to be printed, right? We are going to take it. So system dot out dot print just star it. Okay. I'll just make a star and a space. Else, so if this condition is false, what I'm going to print system dot out dot print a space, because if like if that any space here, what will happen in the sense, the compiler will, whenever a hollow in the sense space has to be there, otherwise all the last n values will be inside the the space, and that's how it will not be a hollow pattern. So that's why we are using that. Okay, so apart from that, we are using like system.out.println. That's it. So we have completed our code. Let's run this. Okay, some error is there. Okay, I got it. So I have made like println. So this is what is the error. Now also we have something, right? This is not one actually. So this is zero, right? Because our index starts with zero. So that should be in the corner, right? That, yeah. Here's where we have got our hollow pattern. I have told you something that if the else condition is not there, what will happen, right? So if the else condition is not there, this starts now, so this hollow will not be there, and that's how all these values will be aligned in this space place. So that will happen. I'll show you how it will be executed. So it will be getting executed in the like squares place. So this is what is the problem that we've been having. That's why we need to fill it with else statement as well. Just run it. We have got our hollow pattern. That's it.